What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day, your busy schedule to come and watch these crypto videos to learn something. So in today's video, we're going to talk about a project, a company that I've been in for a while now, and I wanted to share it with everybody because as you're probably watching this channel, you're into crypto, you want to know what is going to be around in the coming years, what's going to survive. So overall today though, just interesting time in the market right now, with it being the middle of December, almost Christmas. I feel like just the rest of December, we're all waiting for the market to just pop off and this crazy alt season to happen, but who knows if that's actually going to happen right now. So it's interesting. I think we'll just kind of trade sideways for the next little while. Let's see what will happen going into the new year. But regardless of the ups and the downs, the goal of this channel, and some of you watching this video, you were probably seasoned crypto folks, been in there for a while, and if you are, awesome, thanks for watching this. And you may know some of the stuff that I cover, but I want to take the time for newer folks, people that may be just getting into crypto, what opportunities exist right now still. So the company that we're talking about today is AllianceBlock. And AllianceBlock is I really like financial focused cryptos, which seem to be a lot of them anyway, but specifically the cryptos that are going to be disrupting the financial space, the centralized system. I like anything that's going to be disrupting that. So AllianceBlock, you see right here, what exactly is AllianceBlock? Well, AllianceBlock, essentially, they're going after a $100 trillion industry. So that's a massive industry for this company to go after. And right now, they are really a extremely small market cap. And that's not really the most accurate judge of a company's success. You see right here 127 million, but they are going to be making very big waves in the future. So essentially what they are trying to do is connect the traditional banking and financial systems with decentralized systems. So I want to pull up the website here, and really just the point of this video is just to give you a starting point so you can research. And if you so choose, again, this is not financial advice, but should you want to, potentially invest in AllianceBlock, it's definitely, maybe after watching this video, you'll see it might be worth you looking at. I definitely think that it is. So you see right here, what are they? They're seamlessly bringing DeFi and traditional finance together. The future finance is an integrated system in which the best of both worlds can work together to increase capital flows and technological innovation. We're making that a reality. And we got this little video here. Let's see if this will play here on their website.
As decentralized finance emerges rapidly, traditional finance institutions are only watching from the sidelines, unable to participate in the massive innovations, mainly due to compliance and regulatory restrictions. The question has become how to connect traditional finance markets with the decentralized and digital asset markets in order to allow a seamless and compliant flow of capital between both worlds. At AllianceBlock, we aim to bridge traditional finance and DeFi to add value to both areas and therefore create the future of finance. The AllianceBlock protocol will help financial institutions eliminate inefficiencies and take advantage of the potential of DeFi. We will enable much greater access to DeFi products, which will see billions of dollars flow into the space. In doing so, we will unlock DeFi for the world. We are building the protocol as a series of interconnecting but independent modules. These modules will combine to form the AllianceBlock protocol, but can also operate as standalone products. The initial product set includes 7 products. One of these products is our trustless Know Your Customer and anti-money laundering identity verification module. This will allow...
So you can watch the whole video on their website if you want to, but that just gives you an overview of what generally the idea is for them, what they're going after. And you see some of the partnerships here as well. These would, this video would be hours long for us to dig into. You see Quant is one of their partners. So if you're watching this, you probably are involved in Quant, and you probably maybe already are involved in AllianceBlock, but there's going to be a lot of people who have not even heard of this. So you see all of their the partners already: Amazon Web Services, Quant, Hollow, Chainlink. I mean, these are really large. API 3, these are large companies. Energy Web Token, Binance Smart Chain, Polygon, Hedera. These are massive projects or companies that will be massive in the future. So this is just already, they're essentially disrupting a lot of these older, antiquated type systems. So they have different protocols here. You see, into the future of investment banking around the world, regulated financial entities are looking at entering DeFi markets, and the tools we are creating make that a reality. Already utilized by some of the biggest names in DeFi, the AllianceBlock technology solutions and product suite are solving real-world challenges in the industry, such as interoperability. That's a big word. As far as not a big word as far as understanding it, that's a big word in the space. So anything that you see that says interoperability, especially going into the next several years, it's going to be massively important that all these systems interoperate together. So that's, you see that word thrown out a lot, but the most successful companies, I feel like, are the ones that are going to be that infrastructure, that interoperable infrastructure, and compliance. Discover the AllianceBlock protocol. So you see, that's a little bit what the video was talking about, but essentially it's going to allow these traditional banking systems. I have another right here. So you see right here, this is their ecosystem, the AllianceBlock ecosystem. This allows like traditional capital banks, like private banks, investment banks, wealth managers, asset managers, stock exchange, sovereign funds, mutual funds, pension funds, credit unions. All of these banking systems that are older, slower, they have rules, financial regulations all surrounding them. So it's like there's trillions of dollars of capital locked up in these financial systems that cannot get into new, more modern, decentralized financial systems. Decentralized meaning there's not a centralized way or mechanism of control. There's a lot of benefits to decentralized finance or DeFi because, well, now with certain consensus protocols, it completely eliminates counterparty risk, which is a huge part of, well, our whole entire banking system for the past 100 years. So these big, older, antiquated, financial institutions, they have a lot of legal and compliance issues that they've just got to take into consideration. They've got, you see, KYC, AML, that stands for Know Your Customer, anti-money laundering laws. So these are things that, even being in the mortgage industry, these are things that we have to be well aware of to essentially adhere to, and it's a big deal. So for this money, for this trillions and trillions of dollars to flow into protocols like AllianceBlock, there's got to be a way for them to be compliant. So AllianceBlock has developed a way for all these different systems to tie into their protocol, and essentially they will be KYC and AML compliant. They will be able to they will be able to integrate different payment gateways and trading platforms to now operate and now be available and take advantage of some of the DeFi type things. Imagine when there's $100 trillion market of what they're going after, is really because a lot of that is going to be like derivatives and futures and things like that right now, those financial instruments that are just trillions and trillions of dollars. So it's a project right now that is just so massively undervalued. It's 53 cents. I mean, yes, over the past 7 days, price action, lately it's definitely not been the greatest. But I don't look at things just short term. I'm not looking at this, what are the differences in price over the past month, 3 months. I'm looking at what they're doing long term. I'm looking at what their projects are. I'm looking at their overall supply, their total supply. There's a billion of them. Total supply is 1 billion. So this coin has the potential to see massive appreciation. We'll run some numbers and some predictions here in a few minutes, but I want to just really make sure that it seems very complicated what they're doing, but in actuality, it's really not. They're just making it a lot easier for some of these. You see right here, connecting global markets on chain to build an enhanced cross-border financial infrastructure. So they're just making it where all of these different systems can now talk to each other better. So that just means that all that value will be able to freely operate and flow over these systems. So they've actually had some recent announcements as well. You see this article from December 8th, so a little over a week ago. AllianceBlock joins the Open Wealth Association, creating a doorway to DeFi for major Swiss banks, wealth techs, and traditional finance players. AllianceBlock joins the Open Wealth Association, creating a doorway to DeFi for traditional finance. So that's cool to think about. Now, one thing I've noticed, and a lot of people are saying this, like Switzerland, the Swiss, and like areas like Liechtenstein, I think that's actually might be in somewhere very close by to over there. If you're watching this video, I don't know exactly where it is, but those areas are becoming like the new Silicon Valley of crypto. So if we're things, basically my point is, when you see things like this and you see a major Swiss bank saying things like this and joining and being the first one to join, we want to pay attention to that. As one of the first DeFi players selected to join the Swiss Open Wealth Association, furthering our mission of compliantly bridging the gap between decentralized finance. Compliantly, that means they're going to win. That means they're going to be around because they're going to survive any kind of regulation. They're going to survive any kind of crackdown where 95% of all the 15,765 cryptos, most of them are not going to survive. So we want to focus on the ones that are doing it compliantly and that are doing it in a way, well, we don't have to worry about them getting shut down. We don't have to worry about, losing money there. So, I mean, that's pretty cool to see the open doorway there. Building the future finance. Today, we provide a stable, compliant gateway for institutional players to access opportunities and technologies within DeFi. It's membership of one of the most connected circles of top-tier banking and traditional finance institutions in Switzerland reflects the growing institutional interest in DeFi and a desire to create a seat at that table for AllianceBlock and other DeFi players. Look at this. We got some traditional banking members include Credit Suisse, LGT, VP Bank, as well as leading wealth tech members such as AssetMax and InvestSuite. I mean, so you can see these are some I've not really heard of all of these, to be honest, but we could dig in and you could see Credit Suisse, I've heard of, LGT. I mean, these are big banks in Europe, which is where we want to be paying attention to as well. We don't want to just be paying attention to just one country. We want to look at, or I want to look at rather, you can do what you want, but I want to look at what's happening globally. Our product suite allows banks, institutions, and wealth techs to gain access to DeFi via a suite of integrated products that allows banks to connect with and retain clients and assets in a seamless, compliant way. So once we're able to tokenize every different asset class, that's when these protocols like AllianceBlock and Hedera and Quant and all these different systems that are building the new infrastructure to allow this value to more freely and quickly move. I can't wait. It's a game changer. These compliant solutions include an NFT lending platform for illiquid assets like art, collectibles, illiquid funds for wealth managers, and a decentralized investing platform for investors and startups like retail people like you and I. The suite also provides investment products based on tradable DeFi yield strategies, wrapped certificates with international securities identification numbers that can be traded on any stock exchange, and a number of DeFi data solutions that channel all DeFi data into one enterprise-grade API. So essentially, they're aggregating everything and allowing everything, even tradable tokenized assets, to be swapped and traded. So that's pretty cool. The Open Wealth Association. Let's check out what they are. When we just saw that's the Association of Banks here, but you see their I mean, that's a big deal. That's pretty known semantic based on established industry standards, ISO 222 and fixed. So this is what we talked about, compliant. The ISO 222 standard is a standard that multiple cryptocurrencies are now compliant with. So it's good to see that that means AllianceBlock is as well. If they're going to be joining this open wealth community, then anybody who would join this is going to be up on the ISO 222 standard. So that makes you realize that it's a worthwhile investment, at least something to consider. So that's kind of an overview. We could definitely keep going. This is one that I'll keep you guys updated about. Take some time to research it and figure out if this is going to be right for you. This is something, though, like I said, I mean, right now, with where we're at, market cap-wise, always love the coin perspective here. I see something like AllianceBlock, when we think about them going after $100 trillion, and when we think about them being at 53 cents right now, we think about the current market cap, $125 million. It's laughable. Once some of these big names, once this, and you can see even their roadmap here. I wanted to even pull the roadmap up here just to see what they have, just to show you what we have on what they have coming up this year, as the roadmap takes a second to load. So we're all the way, let's see where we are right now. Q2. Okay, so release a smart contract audit by Zokyo, data tunnel. That's right where we are right now. This is launching the data tunnel, which is a whole other video in and of itself, just explaining what that is. But they have a lot of new announcements on their roadmap coming up, just going into the next year. You know, going into 2022, you see there's a lot on their roadmap. You can go on their website and you can check that out. I encourage you to do that and see what is actually coming up. But when we look at where things are going and where things could be, so we're, not even $1 billion, under $1 billion. You know, when we even have just a few $1 billion, that 56 cent, once we even get like $5 billion market cap, I mean, that we're worth $15. So this is a coin, this is a company where we're going to see this appreciate, especially into 2022, 2023. This is one of those where if you can get a couple thousand, 5,000 of these, 10,000, whatever, that is going, and you hold this, this is within several years, I would say this is something that you're going to see massive appreciation. I mean, $6.5 billion, they're going after a $100 trillion industry. I mean, it's like a no-brainer. This is a no-brainer investment in my mind. This is a no-brainer investment. This is like when we get to $100 billion, just $100 billion, $100 billion, one AllianceBlock, we're at 56 cents now, would be worth $297, and that's just at $100 billion market cap. This AllianceBlock has the potential to go to $100 billion and probably a lot further, So, you would be taking profit well before, if you get in now, you're definitely taking profit before you get this. You stagger it going up, but this is one of those where you can get enough now and hold on to this for the long term. So, hopefully this video was informative. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you're already invested in AllianceBlock, drop a comment below. Let me know how you're feeling about it. Are you going to diamond hand it? Are you going to, what are your price targets? Definitely would like to hear your thoughts. And if you don't have any AllianceBlock, definitely go check it out. It would be one of those, not financial advice, but it's definitely worth checking out, looking at, and potentially adding to your bag, adding some and just holding it long term. So leave a like on this video as well if you did find this useful and helpful, and leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you on the next video.